Welcome back, everyone, to another round of Gourmet Breaks. Tonight, we're going to be breaking a box of 2001 Fleer Tradition. And this is brought to you by several of my Patreon members who I'd like to give a shout out to: Mark K. and Michael P., as well as James Palmer and Tom Edwards. Also like to thank Barry K. for helping to make this video possible. Another one of my great Patreon members. All you guys really have been helping out, making these things possible, and I'm very excited to get into this tonight. Gentlemen, how are we doing? James is here. Darren C. is here. Comfort Cards, welcome. Michael P. made it. Dwight's here. Clark Sports Cards. Lucas is here. Tom is here. Man, you guys are quick. I am so excited to get into this tonight. You guys remember the other day, I cracked it open just to kind of see the pack arrangement because we broke it up into 4 stacks. So what I'm going to do now basically is just the way that you guys have posted. It wasn't sold by the specific stack like we usually do. And I was just told that we were going to kind of break it up. Okay, so you got some of them, James. So, James, I'm going to give you the first 9. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Big S the Collector is here. I was just watching your mail day video on the way home, man. I think that's awesome that your little boy is kind of getting involved with it. He seemed pretty excited. Wanted to hold the cards. Okay. So Tom, that'll be you. And then we have 6. And then Mark was next on the list. And then Michael, you were the last one to join. So I've got you on the last 9. Hey, Terry. Hopefully all wound up being okay at work today. Sounds like you've always got some kind of interesting thing happening over there. Yeah, man, that's awesome. My daughter's also 4, and I was trying to get her involved in, cards and whatnot with little Cinderella cards. So it's kind of fun. She doesn't know what she's doing. She just thinks they're all pretty, and that's good enough for me. Hey, Shalani, how's it going? That's what you wanted anyway, Michael. Well, that will wind up working out just fine. Okay, and Mark. So Mark was the first one to actually bring this set to my attention, and I had thought that I actually received a few packs of these. Hey, Jonathan H is here. I thought I'd received a few packs of these when I bought those Walmart 50-pack bundle things. But I went back and looked, and it was Fleer Tradition, but it was from a different year. But the same concept still applied. It had kind of the vintagey feel, vintage style Fleer. Yeah, they were nice though. A nice throwback, but on kind of a modern card stock. So I was contemplating doing almost like a set break with these, but according to several people, Mark included, there's a lot of cool inserts to be had, and I didn't want to miss out on that. So we went hobby box, and should be exciting. Hey, 3 card, how's it going? And Shalani, do what you got to do. I think, Jonathan, were you doing a Marketplace Monday today? I think I saw a notification, but that was kind of mad scramble to get ready for this today. How did that go? Did you now, Jonathan, just for the people that are here, well, I do appreciate that. Jonathan, just for the people that are here who might not have seen it, what was the basic premise? Was cards that you had that were going to be kind of like offered for sale or posted on auction sites? Is that kind of letting people know what's going to be available in case they wanted to get in? Okay. Awesome. I think that's a great idea because I do feel like, well, you guys all know there's so many channels, and it's kind of hard to get to each one, especially when they're happening at the same time. So that way, um, we would know kind of what was going to be available, and hopefully, you know, other Patreon members could kind of get first crack at it. So if you had something, are you going to do this every Monday evening, Jonathan, or is that kind of the current plan? Okay. Well, it still sounds good. We'll get the notifications, I'm sure. So since James is here, we got 9 people in the room. Only 4 of them like me, so that's okay. I won't take it personally. It's probably the 4 people whose stacks I have here. I'm one out here. We are having wind storms and fires, and it's a real treat out my way. There's ash floating through the air. All right, so James, are you ready? You're going to be the first one to get a crack at this. Now we got Ichiro in here. We got Pujols in here. All right, James. I'm about to get started, and this is your pile. Well, I always appreciate that. So James, let's get into it. So James, when you got into the break, did you have anyone in particular that you were hoping to pull? There should be. So here's our first look at it. I believe they're all going to be landscape. So we've got Perez. Right there, we got a nice Jim Edmonds. And these cards are, I don't know if you can kind of get a sense of that. They are extremely thick. We got Aubrey Huff. Got a nice Mike Lieberthal. Rafael Palmeiro. Nice Pedro Martinez. Man, seeing some of these faces just takes you right back. Is it Molesky or Maluski? Herbert Perry. So we got a nice Maglio Ordonez lumber company. And James, I don't know if you can tell, but the card is actually, it is embossed. So pretty sweet. And 3 card, I'm going to go ahead and ask that you kind of hold trade discussions until later. But all right, appreciate that. Thank you. And we have Bartolo Colon, league leaders in ERA. The first pack of something like this is always exciting, especially when you haven't really seen them. Thank you. It's hard to pay attention to the cards, 3 card, and then also carry on another conversation. And I know a lot of people were real excited about this, so it's kind of hard to do 2 things at once. So Barry Zito, that's when he was on the A's and still good. And then we got rid of him, and his career pretty much tanked after that. Jace Brewer, nice Dante Bichette, Eric Owens. Yeah, really, this is kind of the dark ages of card collecting. Luis Gonzalez. So we got a Richard Hidalgo, league leader. Ryan Dempster, Eric Milton, Troy Gloss, and we got team leaders Hernandez, McGriff, Vaughn, and Cairo. I will say this. Appreciate that, Big S. I will say this for you guys. You guys remember the disaster that was the 95 box. Those cards were all stuck together. and kind of just had to do an immediate refund and move on, because I wasn't going to sit there and pull cards apart all night long and basically just ruin them. So I will say this: if anybody out there watching this video was interested in buying 2001, they don't have a gloss to them, so nothing about these cards is sticking together at all. And I will say, when I pulled this card out, I was immediately thinking like, oh man, it's damaged, but it's actually just a part of his collar. It kind of looks like it's damaged, but it's not. Yeah, James, I tried the freezer deal. I tried heat, and sometimes they're just too far gone. So Travis Fryman, got Mike Williams, Damian Jackson. Yeah, no, Jonathan, I took your advice. I left him in there, and I pulled one pack out, and I opened it immediately, and it was just too far gone. Rick Enkiel, Gabe White. I will say, on the bright side, I was able to get, I pulled two of those 95 Derek Jeter Future Stars, and one of them was like in perfect condition. Darren Fletcher, Bubba Trammell, Trot Nixon. What a classic baseball name. Trot. Got the A-Rod Diamond Tributes, and this one is another one of those embossed. See if I can get it to catch the light. You can kind of see the diamond. The word diamond is embossed, so it's a nice insert. Got a Cincinnati Reds team leaders, and there is Griffey himself. Yeah, I'm sure Michael P will do. Michael P and Big S. Get old A-Rod. I'll go ahead and sleeve up this Ordonez card at the same time. All right. Marlon Anderson and Brian Giles, Lee Stevens, Brooke Fordyce or Fordyce, Ryan Klesko. There was another hot prospect back in the day. Bobby Estalella. Ooh, there we go. There's A-Rod, 2001 Mariners. So there's one of them. We got Torrey Hunter. What was Torrey Hunter's rookie year? Was that 96? I think so. Dean Palmer. And next league leader, Kevin Brown. Yeah, before he was, what, H-Royd? Whatever nickname he has at the current time. All right, got Glenn Allen Hill. Got Aramis Ramirez. Bobby Higginson. And I really can't overemphasize just how thick these cards feel. Robin Ventura. Frank Catalanotto. Carlos Beltran. Christian Guzman. Hey, Primate, how goes it? Steve Carsey. Jeremy Giambi. The only thing I know about him is from what I've seen on Moneyball. And we got the Twins team leaders. So, James, including this one, you've got 4 packs to go. Definitely something you kind of miss nowadays. The 36 Pat Henkin. Got Brad Osmus, David Segui, Daryl Ward, Michael Barrett, Castillo. Got Alex Gonzalez, Derek Lowe, Brian Jordan, and we got an extra. Royals team leader. And a checklist. That was sneaky. It's not even double-sided. What a ripoff. Hey, Cool Cena, glad to have you, bud. Hey, NZ Breaks. Hope your guys' Monday is going as good as ours is. Getting to see this awesome 2001. Whoa, right there on the top, James. James, there was no slow roll in that one. A very nice 2001 Derek Jeter. Sleeve him up. So you got the A-Rod and the Jeter. Not to say that there won't be more in here. A lot of this older stuff, you know, there's another awesome Bieber. Got the Jim Tomm. It's always nice when you get exactly the cards you were shooting Creed. And we've got an insert, the Lumber Company, Nomar Garciaparra, and a Blue Jays team leader. All right. I do think these are a card you're going to need to just feel when you get it, James. The embossed portion is pretty nice looking. This is what the backs. All right. Sorry about that. So far, Cool Cena, no on the rookie question. I don't know if you guys have seen, if you've seen the map or not, but yeah,